update coming in from the United States, because this talks about a big blow to Trump's visa policy. Now, what is being said, a federal judge on Monday who has struck down a $100,000 fee on U.S. President Donald Trump that imposed on the new H-1B visas for highly skilled foreign workers, concluding that it constituted an unlawful tax Congress that never authorized. Now, the U.S. District Judge has said, issuing this ruling that opens up a new tab in the lawsuit filed by nearly 20 Democratic state attorneys that have been challenging a fee that Trump announced that has dramatically raised the cost of obtaining H-1B visas, which tech companies in particular rely heavily on bringing on foreign workers. So what are we now looking at this particular development, Purnima? Because this is going to, come across as a legal setback for President Trump.
See, I'll tell you the mentality and the mindset of the MAGA group, which is basically the white supremacist group, Christian groups of America. They do not want Indians here at all. According to them, Indians are stealing their jobs. Indians are low quality hire, and they're literally every 90% of H-1B holders are frauds. And people like us, who's Hindu Indian American, they have this MAGA group and the Republican Party and Donald Trump has put a target on our back. It doesn't matter who came up with this 90% of the H-1B is frauds, because they are basically low skilled and not high skilled people who would come over here. They're literally communicating to the people that this country does not belong to browns and non-whites and non-Christians. They also have communicated very successfully that every person who has come from India are fraud. And now from a number perspective, 0.19% is the H1, active H1, which is basically 65,000 that is being given every year. And if you look at the fraud also, the number is 0.02%. Can you imagine pushing out or trying to communicate a policy decision with that kind of fraud? Fraud is there in everything. And I'm not saying that we should not condemn the fraud or we should not deal with or address the fraud. The same way we said that illegal immigration is wrong for the country. And this is the same thing I'm saying, that fraud needs to be addressed.
So a legal setback there, nevertheless, for President Trump, because this very hike in H-1B is now being questioned by the court and saying that this fee amounted to an unlawful tax. Well, Purnima, appreciate you joining us here with the Times Now. Thank you very much for your point of view as well on different updates that we have been taking on. In the meantime, we're going to head into a very short break. Back on the other side.